Welcome everybody to our very first show of our 2025 UK tour. We're very, very excited to be here. Thrilled to see you and some familiar faces as well, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for your support. We really, really do appreciate it. We're also honoured to be playing at the Bedford, which of course so many iconic artists have performed on this stage before, so we're very honoured to be here. And of course you've got another couple of iconic artists about to perform. I know many of you are Neighbours fans out there. Who's a Neighbours fan? Fantastic. So I'm sure you already know that Dr. Carl's real name is Alan Fletcher. And thankfully, Fletch is a much, much better singer than Dr. K. And I will, of course, be calling him Fletch from now on, not Alan, because otherwise he'll think he's in trouble, which does happen occasionally, but, you know, not tonight, of course. Now, we'll also be thrilled to be touring again with the super talented Riley Catherall. We toured with him last year and we're absolutely delighted he's back with us again this year. He released a new song just last week, which he'll also be performing tonight. And after Riley's performance, we'll take a short break. Fletch has 2 sets with an interval in between. How many of you are subscribers to his website, by the way? Wonderful. Yes, I can see your wristbands. That's great. So if you haven't seen him already, Fletch will endeavour to see as many of you as possible after tonight's show. And don't forget, your wristband also gives you a discount at the merch table, which is a bonus. For those of you who are thinking, oh no, I'm not a subscriber, it's not too late, you can still subscribe. There's a form on the merch desk, which means you get a wristband tonight and all the other benefits. So that's wonderful. But without further ado, I'd like you to give the most joyful and enthusiastic welcome to the brilliant Riley Catherall. Thank you.
So silly. G'day. I landed in the country yesterday. I'm very jet lagged. I woke up this morning to you guys have a bird that sounds like an air tag? Do you guys know the bird I'm talking about? I wish I could whistle it to you, but I can't whistle, so. Oh, the street, it bends and it folds, it lies and it molds, and into the dawn it goes. If you're asleep, please excuse my faults. The petrichor of a sour night on Sydney Road is all that we can find. Is all that we can't find. On my way now, heading for a breakdown. See me on the way down and leave me out to dry. Out of my mind, falling by the wayside. Kiss me on my good side and leave me out to dry. If I meet my final defeat and I fall at your feet, I'd only weigh you down, my dear. Just pass me by, and baby, I will see you
doubt that I'll see you clear. 'Cause all that we can fight is all that we can find. On my way now, searching for a shakedown. See me on the way down and leave me out to dry. Out of my mind, falling by the wayside. Kiss me on my good side, then leave me out to dry. Kiss me on my good side, then leave me out to dry. 'Cause all that we can fight is all that we can find. Kiss me on my good side, then leave me out to dry.
Thanks so much. It's a real honour to be. This is one of my favourite places in the whole world. I think that the roof, like, it looks like we're in a circus, right? It's very cool. This tour, this is the very first night, and I can already tell it's going to be a little bit like a circus. I mean, you guys all know. I call him Fletch, as Jen said. We don't call him Dr. Carl, obviously, because that's not his real name. You guys know that, right? It's just a TV show. Is it, though? There's something awfully pagan about the neighbours experience, I've come to realise. You guys, you treat it like some sort of backroom religion, that you're in this dingy little room all talking about and fantasising about neighbours, and the outside world just doesn't quite understand it. In Australia, we actually don't quite understand it. I will get kicked off this tour before it even starts. One thing I do know about Dr. Carl is that he's a bit of a debaucherous. I mean, I think he's supposed to be like the neighbourhood dad, but he's done some pretty shady shit over the years, right? Not too dissimilar to Fletcher's actual personality. Speaking of birds, this set's going to be entirely bird-themed. I hope you guys are ready for that. This is a song called Robin, which is a bird, and it's a love song. It's about not keeping beautiful things in cages.
To my robin, queen of the night, may the morning bring light to your breast and the fire that's inside. May your wings be forever unbroken and sing whenever you're spoken to, Robin, queen of the night. To my Robin, queen of the season, May they all hear your call from afar, their own voice of reason. Take your heart to every stage in the half-light. Color their grays on my robin, queen of the season. To my robin in faraway sky, may you always remember me here, but don't look behind. May I hear your song on the wind, may the sun set, rise on your wings, oh my robin in faraway skies.
Thank you. As Jen said, I just put a song out the other week. It's actually a re-recording of an old song of mine. I grew up in a town called Yass. Has anyone here been to Australia? Yeah? Have you been to Yass? No, look, I grew up there, and you know, you have to grow up somewhere, and I grew up in Yass. Yass is most famous for its McDonald's on the highway, if you don't know. Because it had a very funny sign there for a number of years that none of the Yass residents, Yassians? I don't know, what? Yeah. You come over the hill and you see the big golden arches, right? The McDonald's, the big M, and then the word Yass. And it said, "My ass, open 24 hours. And it was there for such a long time, and no one in Yass realised why people were pulled up on the side of the road taking photos of it. They're all a bit slow in Yass. I went to school in Yass for a little while, then I realised that you can't go to school in Yass because you turn out bad, so I went somewhere else. And it meant that I used to do a lot of travelling, a lot of driving to hang out with my friends. And then come home very, very late at night when I first got my licence. And my mum would always say, "I don't care, you always have to come home. I don't want you hanging out with those hoodlum friends of yours." And so I wrote this song about that. They say that the last mile home is the most dangerous because you turn your brain off a little bit and you just go into autopilot, and that's when accidents happen. And that's what this song's about. Yeah.
Curse me like a white line, hold me to it all night long. Hold me like a long mile, even when I'm too far gone. And I pray that I won't be long. Glitter on the dashboard, dancing in a sea of light. There's a voodoo baby rolling in the town tonight. And I pray that I'll be alright. Pin me to a throne, dear, crown me in the waking day. Kiss me through the phone, then ignore me at my own parade. And I pray that I'll be okay. Yeah, I pray that I'll be okay. Mama said it's in your head. Don't be late. Don't be late. In the end, you're a man, boy. Don't be late, boy. Don't be late. 'Kiss me like a white line, hold me to it all night long. Hold me like a long mile, even when I'm too far gone. And I pray that I won't be long. Yeah, I pray that I won't be long. Pray that I won't be long.
Thank you. That's a really short song. I often get to the end of it and people aren't entirely sure whether I've finished singing the song. So I appreciate whoever clapped first, like give yourself a clap. You know who you are, yeah. I used to write songs. I went through a real phase of writing songs that didn't have bridge sections. So you get to the point after the second chorus, and it's time to write like a C section, like not like a cesarean, like the next part of the song. And I just stopped writing the song. This is a brand new one, actually. It's a love song. It has no bridge section and it has no chorus. You guys are in for a real treat with this one. Fletcher's songs are all choruses. They're so catchy, right? You guys are in for a real treat. You just have to deal with me in the meantime, so I appreciate that. This song is so brand new. It has a solo section, but I haven't figured out what instrument's going to do the solo. And I mentioned before that I don't know how to whistle. So can anyone here whistle? A few? Yeah? All right, a few of you can whistle. I'm pretty sure like 90% of you can all whistle. So there's going to come a point in this song and I'm going to nod to you. I'm not going to tell you how the solo goes, but take a whistle solo. Like, see what comes to you.
What is a home? The dirt and the stones, the clothes on your chair, and I feel less alone. The bricks and the paint, and the plans that we made. There's something in me that spins as we lay here safe and still. Be still, my heart, be still. Was that my heart, the first and the last, the words that we share when we're in the dark, says there's nothing to lose. Maybe something to lose. Give in to love, but don't give in too soon. Hey, you, be still, my heart, be still.
All right, ready? Whistle solo. Yes. Nice. Perfect. Okay, two of them. All right, you're just getting greedy now. That's enough.
What is a home? The dirt and the stones, the words that we share when we are alone, and your hair in my face, my lovely decay. You open my edges when you hold me safe, and it's real, like I know that you're real. Like I'd spend my life being perfectly still. Oh, still, be still, my heart. Oh, still, be still, my heart, be still.
Nice work. Well done. That was very. You guys don't get a writing credit for that, but I appreciate it. I'm not gonna do too much tonight. I'm gonna play two more songs for you. I've got some merch over there. Fletch and I both got some merch. His is Neighbours themed, and mine is not Neighbours themed. I couldn't get the rights to sell anything Neighbours related because I wasn't on Neighbours. So I do, however, have some T-shirts and some CDs and some vinyl and I have some tea towels. That's a new thing. So if you feel like washing up anything with a picture of my face. This next song is perhaps my favourite song on my latest record. It's a song called Like a River. And it's about how sometimes you lose somebody out of your life and you go to a place in your mind where they still exist. Because unlike in the real world, like if you lose somebody, they're gone for good, right? It's not like Neighbours where they probably come back next season, right? As I said, pagan shit going on in Neighbours. People coming back from the dead, characters coming back with a different name. Isn't it true that Fletch was two different characters? Yeah, is that very deep trivia. Bet you all you guys didn't know that. That separates the true fans, right? I don't know. I watched Home and Away when I was a kid, so. I'm just kidding. I didn't do that either. Yeah, I've never watched Neighbours. I'd be very, very careful. Jesus. This is a sad song, so get your head in the game, okay? This is a song called Like a River.
I used to think I knew this town, I lost everything I found here. Love was just a word that I threw around. There's a ghost on the train, and it knows me by name. I'd do anything to hear her say it's just the rain, it's just the rain. One day I will walk the gardens with her. The twilight easy on my soul. And if salvation was created by the sinners, like a river, like a river, be going home. I know I'll see her again, if it's in this life or the next one. And I still think about you now and then, and then, and again, and again. One day I will walk the back roads with her, and we'll sing gentle on my mind. It's where I'll find that mine was not all that haunted, and all I wanted was at the end of the line. When I finally walk the gardens with her, and when there's nothing left to know, but salvation was created by the sinners, for the sinners, and like a river, like a river, I'll be going home.
Thank you so much. You guys have been awfully kind. My name is Riley Catherall. Feel free to come up for a chat afterwards. Actually, that's one thing I should say. Like, this is like a pretty squishy room, and it can be often hard to get some FaceTime with Dr. Fletch. One time I called him Dad. I'm not going to do that again. Contrary to his character, I mean, I don't really know his character that much, but he is an absolute legend of a guy. He loves to say hello to each and every single... Actually, he won't let you leave unless you've had a conversation with him. I don't really care. I'd love to talk to you guys, but I'm not like, I don't know. The ego on that... no, he's all right. But you guys have been a pleasure. This is our first night of the tour, and I'm going to play another song. Let's do this one.
I'm starting not to need you anymore. I go to bed and tell myself goodnight, but when the leaves fall from the sky, water swells up my eyes. I'll be right home to see you one more time. Well, it's a long way from the city of big shoulders, about an ocean breeze south of where I am. But when the colors fall on you, telltale nights are through, I'll be right home to see you one more time. Tell me, baby, can you see the ghost that hovers around my shoulders and bones? But when the hurried one catches my feet, the whiskey don't taste so sweet, I'll be right home to see you one more time. I'll be right home to see you one more time. I'll be right home to see you one more time. Well, the bus is slow and the cars, they're hardly moving. The streets are dark and the light don't shine on me. When the pale moon tells me so, I'll turn around and let you go. I'll be right home to no one once again. I'll be right home to no one once again. I'll be right home to no one once again.
Thanks so much. I'll see you soon.
Welcome back, everybody. We are about to get the show on the road, but we do need to find the lead singer. Has anyone seen Fletch? Just stop talking to people. Come and do your job.
I was looking for the lead guitarist. Hello, everyone. This is our fourth time back here at the Bedford, I think. And It's just absolutely one of my favourite places, one of my favourite venues in the UK. I love coming here. We always start our tours off here, and I have to say, you've sold it out again. Thank you very much. But as much as I love the Bedford, for those people who've ever seen me perform, they know that I have one other place that's a bit more favourite. It's a little... No, it might... Anywhere where Susan Kennedy is. Yeah, no, I have a place that I adore almost above any other place in the world. We're going to sing a song about it. 1, 2, 3, 6. Days crawl by with a fearsome monotony, working to another man's rules. Nothing ever changes, it's getting on top of me. They never teach this stuff in school. If you dream big, have heart, listen up and study hard. Work till you drop, never stop, go the extra yard. You just can't wait to get home to your bed. How good is bed? How good is bed? There's no place I'd rather be instead. In a fortress made of pillows, safe in your embrace. There's no place I'd rather be instead than in your bed. Sleep is the most underrated therapy. It's better than any pill. The medicinal effects of lying horizontally designed to cure all ills. Mustn't have your listening tendencies that you ridicule are the only exception to the golden rule that life is generally better spent in bed. How good is bed? How good is bed? There's no place I'd rather be instead. You can't sleep, there's copulation for raise another generation. The only time I want to raise my head when I'm in bed. Awake to the alarms, wailing melody, tearing me from blissful dreams. Lucky this monster has a vulnerability. Just hit the snooze and let me sleep. How good is bed? How good is bed? There's no place I'd rather be instead. Spooning with my sweet one, head nestled in her neck. There's no place I'd rather be instead than in your bed. Yeah, there's no place I'd rather be instead than in your bed. Oh, there's no place I'd rather be instead than in your bed. How good is bed? How good is bed? How good is bed? Thank you. Oh, I've come to fear bed, actually. I flew in about 3 days ago, and I have to say to you, I'm waking at 4 a.m. every day. And it's starting to wear a little bit thin, although wandering the streets of London, as I did the first day at around about 6 a.m. was rather enjoyable, to not have to compete with every shopper in Oxford Street. This next song, I'm going to say to you that you're going to hear a lot of songs about love tonight, and it's kind of a bit accidental. My new album, Back to School, will come out later in the year. And when I was writing up the notes for it, I realised that, in fact, a lot of the songs are love songs, almost all of them, in fact. And also on my album, The Point, there are quite a few love songs as well. It's a theme that I reflect on a lot. And one of the reasons I reflect on this theme a lot is I've had the pleasure of being married to the same beautiful person for 35 years, Jennifer Hanson on keys. And we've been through a lot together as a couple, and as a result, that ends up being a lot of songs. This is a song called All That I Could Do. It's about a bloke who genuinely believed that no one could ever claim him.
1, 2, 3.
Got myself in a mess tonight, kind of mess you can't put right. Not the first time, won't be the last. Guess I got good at going wrong, not learning lessons or being strong. Best to move along, do it fast. Oh, I never found a place I couldn't leave, but there's always a first time, I believe. I never thought she'd get a hook so deep inside of me, and it's all that I can do to set her free. I never made a bed, but I lied in a few, left pillows and tears for one or two. I've been chased out every kind of town. I'm a fool for love right at the start. I'm the fool who breaks the hearts, and the only rule is never stick around. Oh, I never found a place I couldn't leave, but there's always a first time, I believe. I never thought I'd hesitate. Is it too late for me? And it's all that I can do to set her free. This is Riley Catherall. Got myself in a mess tonight, stayed around instead of taking flight. Did the crime, now I'm doing the time. She said she'd wait, but I told her no. The flame's gone out, it's time to go. It's nobody's fault but mine. Oh, I never found a place I couldn't leave, but there's always a first time, I believe. I never thought she'd get a hook so deep inside of me, and it's all that I can do to set her free. Oh, I never thought I'd hesitate. Is it too late for me? And it's all that I can do to set her free. And it's all that I can do to set her free. Thank you. As part of my fixation with love, I've done a lot of lectures, Alain de Botton's lectures. Do we all know Alain de Botton, the famous English philosopher? It's really interesting because he speaks very highly of all of you. Alain is actually an expert in love. He founded a philosophical school called the School of Love. But one thing that he is very big on is that romantic love is in fact a furphy, a complete furphy. Because love isn't something just you fall in love with someone and it just lasts forever and it's all perfect. Love is something you have to work at. You have to practice it. And so I thought about that at length. I thought, well, like Plato actually said this, love is a school. So my first song from My album Back to School is called, in fact, Back to School. Let's go on back to school. Rediscover our youth. Don't need to learn to add up or use a slide rule. We know our philosophy. We don't need technology. We'll use biology to get what we need. Let's learn how to love. Let's learn how to cry. Let's learn how to listen to each other before taking the sides. Let's go on back to school. Go back to the start. When I loved you and you loved me, we were never apart. No need for theology or even psychology. We don't need cartography to get from A to B. We forgot how to listen. We forgot how to care. Then we learned what life is like without the other one there. Let's go on back to school. Go back to our youth. When I kissed you and you kissed me, we were bulletproof. No need for astrology or numerology, because statistically we were meant to be eventually. Thank you very much. When I recorded the album Dispatches, which is in fact an EP, there was one song that's meant so much to me over the years that I had to have on it. It was written by a mate of mine in Liverpool, Chris McIntosh. And in fact, I'm going to have the pleasure of playing this song with Chris when I get back up to Liverpool later in September. And it's a beautiful song because it's a song about yearning, loss, about rediscovering people. And in Liverpool, there's a church, St Luke's Church, and it was bombed out in the Second World War. And people traditionally go there to meet, as many places around the world have a traditional meeting place. So this is a song called, funnily enough, Meet Me on the Steps of the Bombed Out Church.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You're sorry and take back those things that you said, 'cause you know that she just worries, and you know that you've not been the best son. She would have wanted riches for you, married to a local girl, but you've never been that way before. You learned to walk, you learned to run away. So meet me on the steps of the bombed out church. I will never let you go. If only I had the chance to hold you. I kissed you in the boat that was so long ago. Now I'm here and I'm alone. alone and all I want to be is right back home. Right back home. It's hard to walk downhill, but all the streets are glazed with ice. But I went crashing through the snow with your face totally making my heart glow. I told your mommy you're sorry and took back those things you said. 'Cause you know that she just worries, and you know that you've not been the best son. So meet me on the steps of the bombed out church. I will never let you go. If only I had the chance to hold you. I kissed you in the boat that was so long ago. Now I'm here and I'm alone, and all I want to be is right back home. So meet me on the steps of the bombed out church. I will never let you go. If only I had the chance to hold you. I kissed you in the boat that was so long ago. Now I'm here and I'm alone, and all I want to be is right back home. Right back home. Thank you very much. Now, I don't know how many people have seen a train wreck, but it's a lot of fun, particularly when it happens on the stage at the Bedford. Mrs. Fletcher, come on, get up here.
I think he might need to go back to school for some lessons in love after that introduction. Train wreck indeed.
We want to do a new duet we've done. Jen and I love doing duets together, and the sillier the better. So this one's a little wordy, so we'll see how we get on.
You wrote it.
Yeah. So I don't do myself any favours, particularly when you change the choruses constantly. You know, learning something like this is nonsense. All right, you all right?
I can think of a million reasons why you're wrong for me. You snore like a horse, dress like a clown, barring for the wrong team. You got a fierce determination to resist all invitations to any social occasion, no matter how much I plead.
I can think of a million reasons why you're wrong for me. You shoot the lights out every night, I just want to eat with TV. You spend worse than a drunken sailor, but once could you do me a favour and modify your bad behaviour so we can live in peace?
I can think of a million reasons why you're wrong for me. We should cash in all our chips and set each other free.
There's no need to unpick this puzzle. We'll save ourselves all of the trouble and dig our hearts out of the rubble. Hand over our keys, Riley.
'Cause I love every flaw in you, all the silly things you do. This relationship's contingent on the things that make us different. We drove down a road less traveled, bitumen turned into gravel, always threatening to unravel. We're still in one piece. Now, Riley.
busy street. When we got together and we said it was forever, his friends gave us 2 or 3 weeks.
But all those friends are long forgotten.
We moved on to bigger problems
Turns out we've got more in common
than they could ever see. But I love every flaw in you, the idiotic things you do. Our relationship's contingent on the things that make us different. You're the target,
I'm the bow and you're the fiddle.
and I'm the barrel. From the outside to the middle, and the joke's on me. Oh, I love every flaw in you, all the idiotic things you do. This romance is all contingent on the ways in which we're different. Like a target needs an arrow,
I'm the bone and you're the marrow.
you're the wheel and I'm the barrel. We can both agree. I can think of a million reasons why we're meant to be.
Almost, so close.
If it's any consolation to you, that's probably the best we've ever done that. This tour is 34 dates long, so...
We'll get it right by the last
Actually,
one.
come and see us in Hampstead on August the 9th. I'm going to ask Jen to come over here to the centre mic because, as we know, Jen has a new EP out, 6 songs, and she's going to sing for you the very first song that was released, and she can explain it to you.
This one has a French title. Quelqu'un va à la tombe. Does anyone speak French here? Well, you would know that means someone is going to the grave as I speak because of Mr. Fletcher. I do apologise. Sorry for that. Terrible. Speaking of train wrecks.
It was all going so well.
It's so much fun, isn't it, when things go wrong? It's very amusing. I hope you're okay.
What's that actually there for, Fletch?
Anyway, back to my song. I'm trying to steal the limelight all the time. This is a song I co-wrote with Lachlan, who is considered one of Australia's best songwriters and musicians. So I was very honoured that he co-wrote a song with me. I came up with the idea because I was studying French and there was a phrase used in a class which was quelqu'un descend. And I thought, that sounds really cool. Someone's gone down. But in French it actually means someone's going down the stairs or something. So we had to make it a little bit more gritty. Hence, quelqu'un va à la tombe. Here we go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
When it stormed into the bedroom, she was crumpled in a heap, still in the dress she wore from the night before. There were sirens in the street. Though he wasn't known for rage, he wanted those men foul. Something snapped inside him when he saw his love struck down. Quelqu'un va à la tombe. Somebody gonna pay. He'll scour the streets until his dying day. La vengeance est un plat qui se mange froid. Quelqu'un va à la tombe. Quelqu'un va à la tombe. When he saw those tears streak down her cheeks, he couldn't let it be. So he searched through every barroom, Baton Rouge to New Orleans. They tell you to do others as you'd have them do to you. But you gotta finish what you start, what you set out to do. Quelqu'un va à la tombe. Somebody gonna pray. He'll scour the streets until his dying day. La vengeance est un plat qui se mange froid. Quelqu'un va à la tombe. Quelqu'un va à la tombe.
always makes me frightened. Oh dear. Be worse than a slap too, I can tell you that. I don't know if you noticed in the news today, but Susan Kennedy has gone straight into working on a new miniseries. Yes. It's a thriller. It's a thriller written by Jason Herbison, who has written quite a number of thrillers for Channel 5. And Jackie's out there filming it right now. So I don't think it'll be too long before you see Jackie Woodburn in a different incarnation. This next song is about love, but it's actually about fatherly love. And it's basically an intense decision that a father has to make for his son. It's called Him or Me. Was it a single moment in time that led me astray? Lost it all on the wager I could never repay. I had no other choice. I carefully took aim. Now a man lies dead and the papers said, we know who is to blame. What made you pull the trigger? What rage filled your heart? What drove you to this destiny? How did it get this way? In his eye I realized it was plain to see it was him or me. It was him or me. My father said don't say a word when I told him what I'd done. But he drove me to the station and he handed in my gun. They let me go around midnight. It's not you we're after, son. Now a jury's planned and the hangman's preparations have begun. What made you pull the trigger? What filled your heart with rage? What drove you to this destiny? How did it get this way? By the look in his eye I realized it was plain to see it was him or me. It was him or me. I begged him to stand down. I must pay for my own crime. But he turned to me and he smiled and said, I'll bear your cross this time. You have so much to live for. My life's at the end of the line. The debts are paid, all repaid. Your burdens are all mine. That's why he pulled the trigger. No rage filled his heart. He kept a promise that he made. My father played my part. He gave me a second chance to wipe my slate clean. He made the call and took the fall and let me walk free as they led him away. I heard him say, this is how it has to be. It was him or me. It was him or me. Thank you. We're going to take a break shortly. In fact, a few band members can go off and have a bit of a rest. Well-earned Pepsi Cola. Riley's hanging around for a second. Riley and I are both fixated with language. And I'm fixated with accents. Jen and I did a show called The Doctor Will See You Now and all around the UK a couple of times. Thank you. And I remember we got to Inverness. Now, I think I'm pretty much across the Scottish accent. But the audience started calling out to us. And all I could hear was, "Hey, Dara, Sherry, oh, Dara!" It was a little bit too thick for me to understand. Much love to everyone in Inverness, by the way, the best audiences we ever played to. They're wonderful people. So accents can be a bit tricky, and people talk about the Australian accent as being a bit tricky, you know, particularly when it gets a little bit thick. But I'm here to tell you that in Australia, people don't really have very strong accents, do they, Riley? No. We speak the King's English, maybe not quite as well as the King. But the difference is, in Australia, it's when you go out into the outback and you go further and further out, the accents do get thicker and thicker. But not only that, but a new type of language exists. Took a wrong turn off the highway. The signpost was down. I ended up in the back of Burke in a one-horse town. I wandered into the rubbery, a fella was drinking with the flies. I asked for directions out of there, and he offered me some advice. Yeah, well, it's quite simple, mate. What you're going to want to do is head up the high street, cross the rail tracks. When my dad met me mum when she was swinging a bag. Oh, he was shook on that climber, scored between the posts. Tried to get off at Redfern, but dragged the chain and I was born. The old man went off his cadoover on the lunatic soup, and the old lady met a bloke selling coals to Newcastle with a gold nugget in his teeth. You with me? Oh, he absolutely wasn't. Couldn't understand a word. Before I could draw a map, he started in on a second verse. And then what you're going to want to do is turn left at east of Never Never, where the paddocks are so dry the crows fly backwards to keep the dust out of their eyes. Then you'll hit the racetrack where I went for the doctor on the bell. The bookie said, "You got Buckleys, mate. That mudlark couldn't run down a well." But right on cue, Huey brought it down and I knew I was in luck. My swimmer won the race because it was wet enough to bog a duck. Are you with me? Oh, I absolutely wasn't. Couldn't understand a word. Before I could write it down, he started a third verse. Then what you're going to want to do is, round about Arvo, you should hit Bargo. Top your wheels up at the servo. Grab yourself some Brecco, or say hello to Jono. He's the local Lambo. Grab a traveller from the bottle, but don't get aggro if Simo's on Smoko. He was a Frio Wolfie, and he'll knock your favourite block off. Then you just hit the Frog and Toad and head due north. Right, I said, I think I've got it. So I followed his directions. I drove for an entire day. I must have driven in circles because I was back at the pub again. The old fella smiled and said, "Sorry to give you the runaround. We took the signpost down years ago to help populate this town." It was then I saw the pub was chockers. I got outside a couple of malts. Silly as a wheel and full as a googie, was generous to a fault. I never made it back home that day. I decided to drop an anchor. That's the story how I came to live in good old Bullamark. Grab yourself a beer and we'll see you soon. anywhere. I just heard some shattering news. I've been sleeping under a rock that Ozzy Osbourne passed away today. That's a huge shock, particularly given that he performed not so long ago. But, you know, the one thing you can probably say about Ozzy and Sharon is they're spectacular survivors, yeah? During their life. We like to open this set with a little song that I wrote that's very dear to my heart because, you know, I've been on the earth a while and a lot of stuff gets thrown at you. People putting you down, just terrible health problems happen for people. There's all sorts of things going on in life that can make life really, really hard for a lot of people all around the world. But in my life, when I come up against a wall, I always try and push through, keep going, because I think it's important to just say, hey, rage against the machine. I'm not giving up here, not at all. The school ain't done yet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Satisfied mind is hard to find, but not for me. The rules for living are unforgiving, but won't let me be. I know failure like the back of my hand, and that can take its toll on any man. But I am fortunate, gonna give a little thanks for each and every disappointment that screwed up my plan. Well, there's always a reason, every man will have a season, every dog will have his day. And this old dog will find a way, I bet. 'Cause I ain't done yet. I was young, I would run from all good things. I'd hurt myself and everyone else who tried to clip my wings. I have learned my lessons well. I count my blessings, can't you tell? And I give gratitude to all who came and went. They got me through those long winters of discontent. I never drew the curtain until I knew for certain that when all is said and done, I'm not waiting on the sun to set. No, I ain't done yet. Now I find my like mind in someone else. I can see that you need a little help. You may think you're gonna run aground, but we can turn this ship. We can turn this ship around, and I feel lucky, babe. The fates are in the wind. We don't know what we are doing, but we're diving in. And if you need a reminder that our past is far behind you, then come with me. What will be, we'll take what we can get. 'Cause we ain't done yet. Thank you. I wrote that song with Mr. Lachlan Bryan. When I say I wrote it with him, he wrote most of it. And give it up for my son, Riley Catherall. Two birthdays in the house tonight. Sandra. Woo! And Richard in the front row. Where are you, Rich? There he is. Happy birthday, sport. I tell you what, I'm rather glad I had a guitar on for most of the first act, because at interval I worked out it flied me undone the whole time. Going to be looking forward to those Facebook photos. This next song is actually, all hilarity aside, this next song is very, very important to me. And I found a lot of people who hear it find it's very important to them. It's a song that primarily I wrote about my mum. Mum was a spiritualist, and see, she believed in reincarnation, and she always said that she would be with me forever. And I feel her. I still feel her. She's passed, of course. And she's so important to me. I have a portrait of my mum in my study. And I have a portrait of my great aunt, who was also a spiritualist, and always said that my grandmother was looking down on me as well. And I hang on to that because I'm very aware of how much pain there is when we lose people we love. And I think it's a great solace sometimes to sit there and say, hey, are you up there? Are you listening? This is called Hey You.
1, 2. Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Hey you, haven't seen you for a while. Thought I should take the time to check in. Hey you, did you find what you were looking for? A slice of heaven through the door to the other side. Hey you, I feel you're watching down on me, but is that only make-believe? Are you really there? Take the time to maybe sling me a sign that you're waiting down the line for me to catch up to you. Hey you. Miss you. Geez, I'm getting old. Hey you, I feel you watching down on me. Is that only make believe? Are you really there? Take the time to maybe sling me a sign that you're waiting down the line for me to catch up to you. In a complicated life, hard to make it five to be afraid. You told me all the answers were I knew well. I never knew that I could know that in time. I miss you. I see you for a while. Let me take the time to check in. Hey you, feel you watching down on me. Is that just make-believe? Are you really there? Take the time to maybe sling me a sign that you're waiting down the line for me to catch up with you. Hey you, haven't seen you for a while. Am I wasting my time? Well, that's very kind. Riley said to me, the only song we didn't rehearse was Hey You, are you right with it? And I went, yeah, sure. Maybe not. It's on the record, so you can get it. This is a new one. This is a new song that I've just written about love. Now, this one's deeply, deeply personal because, in fact, it is autobiographical and it actually documents the love I have for my beautiful wife. I've got memories in the bank, memories in the bank, enough to last a lifetime or two. Memories in the bank, enough for me to thank the stars above that I found you. I remember the night we met, I remember how you laughed. I bought you a fancy drink with a cherry in a fancy glass. Took a little while to get across the line. I was always in a hurry, you preferred to take your time. I got memories in the bank, memories in the bank, enough to last a lifetime or two. Memories in the bank, enough for me to thank the stars above that I found you. You in your white dress at the old St. Andrew's Church, grinning like a Cheshire cat, loving me for better or worse. When we fell apart, I hung my head in shame. You opened up your heart and let me back again. We are the sum of all our deposits and withdrawals. I know this much is true, the best part of me is you. I got memories in the bank, memories in the bank, enough to last a lifetime or two. Thank you. Speaking of the love of my life, I wonder if I can entice her back up to a microphone.
All that emotional stuff, time to lighten the mood, I think.
I am a bit of a sook. Jen's not. So this is kind of her signature tune. Jen and I actually worked out, I told you we go to these lectures about love, you know, back to school and all that. We actually worked out that one of the reasons why people bust up a lot of the time is because they want to be right all the time. They want to be able to blame the other person and be right. And nothing's ever going to work like that because everybody wants to be right. And so we've come up with a little formula to try and get past that. This is called Somebody. Somebody left the gas on, nearly burned the whole house down.
Somebody forgot to feed the dog, nearly poured him in the ground.
Somebody left the washing out in the pouring rain.
Now we got no clothes to wear.
We'll have to go nude again. Somebody, who's the somebody of whom you speak? Somebody, it must be you, 'cause baby it sure ain't me. Somebody, does the somebody have a name? Ain't it about time that somebody took the blame and wore the shame?
Forgot to push record, now we've got nothing to watch.
Somebody left the lights on. How much is that gonna cost?
Somebody left the door unlocked.
Yeah, well, somebody was in a rush.
And somebody left the seat up.
And somebody forgot to flush. Somebody, who's the somebody of whom you speak? Somebody, it must be you, 'cause baby it sure ain't me. Somebody, does the somebody have a name? Ain't it about time that somebody took the blame, wore the shame? Somebody, who could this somebody be? Somebody, it's a mystery to me. Somebody, oh, it's best that we don't know. 'Cause if we find out, then somebody has to go. And if they leave, then I'll be left here on my own. Without somebody, this house just ain't no home. Thank you. Jen Hansen.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the man from Devon, Mr. Matt Swales on the drum kit. I met Matty when he was doing the Simon & Garfunkel tour in Australia, and he's quite simply one of the most accomplished drummers I've ever made acquaintance with, and he very kindly came on the last tour I did, and we had to have him back without question. This time I'm going to pay him. Now this is another form of love going on here, but it's unrequited. And it's unrequited for a very good reason, because a person is protecting their personal interests. It should all become clear, I think. She was holding hostage to a booth built for two. Cleopatra on her throne. Just enough flues to easily seduce every man in the room. Oh, I mix the drinks for that sacrifice at her altar in the absence of their wine. She flirts and she smiles, bats a Betty Davis eyes, turns away as the next suitor arrives. And he casts his eyes upon her, she'll make every guy a fool. Roll up, roll roll up, take a chance with the queen of my saloon. I'll man the bar now, and she can work the room like the Pied Piper, baby, she calls the Jew. Oh, I'll mix the drinks for that sacrifice at her altar in the absence of their wives. She flirts and she smiles, that's a Betty Davis eye. Turns away as the next shooter arrives. Time, ring the bell. She swans round, approaches the till, asks for a pen to sign her check, writes a number on the top, slides it back with the sweetest smile. And away she swans. 1 minute she was here and the next she's gone. I crush that paper in my hand, 'cause a woman like her is too much for this man. Yeah, I mix the drinks for that sacrifice at her altar in the absence of their wives. She flirts and she smiles, she bats a Betty Davis eyes, turns away as the next shooter arrives. Well, thank you for your business, thank you for your time. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Oh, doctor. The doctor. I need a doctor. This next song was the title of the album, The Point. And I explained when, previous occasions when I played it, that I was actually, in this song, I was trying to write a love song for my wife that was originally a satire. And when my producers told me that my satire on religion was terrible, I changed it to be a love song. And essentially, it's trying to tell my wife that I love her more than sprinkles and cream. Sorry, boys. Start that again. Can I start that again, please? I wasn't switched on. I was thinking about my darling wife and how much grief she's going to give me tonight for mucking up Hey You. Thank you, I'll forget. If I had a choice, any fruit on the tree, I'd pick the one that's easy to peel. If I had a choice, then he got on high, I'd pick the one that's got your eyes. If I had a choice between sprinkles and cream, I'd pick the one with the most calories. If I had a choice, of any god to get me by. I picked the one that's got your smile. 'Cause what is the point in getting on my knees, praying to someone I can't even see? What is the point in trying to get forgiveness from someone I ain't even met? I hit a fork in the frog and toad. I picked the way that'd get me there slow. And if I had a choice of any god I could choose, I'd pick the one that looks like you. 'Cause I can see the point in getting on my knees, praying to someone I know I can please. And I can see the point in seeking the truth. Don't need it from God, I can get it from you. Thank you. I actually told Jackie that song was about Susan, but it's fine. Mrs. F, you going to come back up?
This is one of my favourites.
Yes. Another duet. We can't help ourselves.
Except this is about a couple that's broken up,
Yes.
so it's a bit sad.
This is a song about the fact that is the first cut the deepest? I mean, put your hands up if you feel like the first love you ever had is still lingering with you somewhere. No one's brave. Oh, gee, I tell you what, normally no one's brave enough to do that. You must be here on your own, I guess. Yeah, it's a funny thing, isn't it? Because we love to be in love, and sometimes when you think back and reflect on loves that have gone by and loves that are lost, there can still be a little bit of a pining there. This is called Tell 'Em.
In that bar he frequents, drinking the whiskey he loves more than me. Don't tell him that I miss him and wish he was still mine. Just tell him that I hope he's doing fine.
If you see her by chance at some honky-tonk dance, two-stepping with another man, don't tell her she's the one who's always on my mind. Just tell her I hope she's doing fine. Our love was like a tempest, two hearts tied with bands of gold. Those vows didn't stop us being careless and leaving our love out in the cold. If let's just make believe we're doing fine. Oh, our love was like a whirlwind. It blew us together and apart. Never paid enough attention to the questions in our heart. In our heart. Beautiful Jen Hansen, everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, it's almost time to go home. Oh, I love you more. I'd like to give a big shout out to Rich Hunt up on sound. This venue always has some of the best sound I've ever played to, and the stage sound is fantastic. I hope it sounds good out there in the room, of course. Thanks to Raina and Tony for having us here at the Bedford again, or again, if you watch the roundup. Did you enjoy the roundups, everybody? Did you? Yeah. I think Stefan and I might tour the roundups. We should do it. What do you reckon? Most people will be familiar with this next song. It's about my passion for a certain amber fluid. I'm probably 2 songs away from getting stuck into one. The thing is, though, I'm very passionate about it to the point of being obsessive. And there are certain types of beers I like, and there are other types of beers I don't like. The workday is done at the setting of the sun. I hear a siren's call from a beckoning bar stool. I got a hunger and a thirst, I think I'll fix the ladder first. So I drag my bones down to the local. I push through the saloon doors. See no carpet on the floors. Seems there's been a bit of renovation. I order up a beer. The barman asks me what I mean. I'm gonna need a lot more information. We got a pale ale, Louise and mocha pilsner without the froth, a blonde or a dark or a brune. You want a porter, a wheat beer, a double or a wheat beer ale, heavy light on you. A standard or a premium, a lambic or a saison, a stout or a nitro or a kolsch or a faro. I said, mate, I just want a beer. The barman looked me up and down like I was some kind of clown, and I swear a hush descended on the venue. He grunted and he sneered and he tugged upon his beard and he disdainfully handed me a menu. There was an IPA, an APA, a Radler made from Chardonnay, a bitter with a berry infusion. There's something called a Dortmund, a stout with hints of lavender and coconut to add to the confusion. There was a creek and a steam and a triple malted cream, an alcoholic ginger beer. You know where this is going, don't you? They didn't have a simple fucking lager. Wonder what they do serve over there. If you're asking me, beer's a simple recipe. You only need a handful of ingredients. Take malted barley stew, add some yeast to make it booze, and serve chilled for maximum enjoyment. You don't need bananas or oysters, mustard seeds or coffee beans, or pass in a feline poo. Cannabis or ginger, beer juice or chili or frankincense or myrrh. Jesus H, keep it simple, stupid, extra flavours are rooted. I'm not trying to be rude. You can shove your botanicals up your pale ale, keep my lager true blue. Just clean and crisp, no unnecessary shit. A beer with something clear in it, the same one my grandfather sipped. A simple lager's the brew I choose. Thank you very much. We had a lot of fun writing that one, didn't we, Lox? We actually had to do a lot of research too. Right. Will you indulge me just for a moment? Because I never shy away from the fact about neighbours. I never say, oh, no, I've nothing to do with neighbours. Of course, I love neighbours. And I love what it's given me. And I love the connection it's given us. And I was having a chat to Ian down here, and he sort of said, oh, you replied to my Facebook message. And, of course, I'll reply to your Facebook message. I mean, I might miss some. But I love it. I love chatting to people about their love of neighbours and, of course, the desolation about what happened to neighbours. But, you know, people ask me, how do I feel about the show ending again? And this time round, I'm a bit more philosophical because we got an extra 2 years of the show that we love. Yeah, and another 400 episodes. And more to the point, I reckon the neighbours we were filming at the end was the perfect neighbours. I can't wait for you to see it when it comes out. It's fantastic. And I was thinking, people are going to ask me tonight, so I actually wrote a little something down on the way in the car. You'll forgive me for reading. It was so much fun living on a street so perilous, where death, disease and amnesia were always on the menu. We laughed and smiled and often cried as misfortune befell our players. But in the end, we're satisfied with what the writers gave us. When all is said and done, it ended in everyone's favour. And we all hang on to the outside charts. There is a TV saviour. We're going to finish with this one. When I was growing up, I fell in love with a girl. Not a supermodel or glamorous at all. Just the mum of the most from an Aussie telly soap. She's loving and kind, steadfast as well. She used to have long hair, but her new style is swell. She doesn't live next door, but she's my favourite neighbour. 'Cause I got a crush on Susie K. She wouldn't give me the time of day. The most beautiful girl on Australian TV. I got a crush on Susan Kennedy. Hurry home from school every afternoon. I switch the telly on and get ready to swoon. The super mum of Ramsey Street, she's so hot. When Sue is in an episode, it doesn't need a plot. In an ideal world, oh, she would be my girl. Yeah, I got a crush on Susie K. She wouldn't give me the time of day. Like a disease without a remedy. I got a crush on Susan Kennedy. Oh, I got a crush. I went on a tour of the neighbours set, trying to catch a glimpse of the girl I never met. I waited all day, then she walked my way. My tongue got all elastic and I couldn't seem to speak. She thought I was a stalker, so she slapped me on the cheek. It was really ace, now I'll never wash my face. I got a crush on Susie K. She wouldn't give me the time of day. They called her a Kinski, but I'll never agree. She'll always be a Kennedy to me. I got a crush on Susie K. Oh, one day she'll be mine, I don't care what they say. The most beautiful girl on Australian TV. I got a crush on Mr. Susan Kennedy. Thank you for coming tonight. I've had a great time. I hope you had too.
Thank you so much for coming. And just to show him how much you love him, how about one big more round of applause for Alan Fletcher? Thank you so much.